Okay, so it's 11 minutes and I was gonna wait, but I could go ahead and have my live even though there isn't anybody on right now. I just wanted to check to make sure that there was nothing wrong with the link and that I was able to get in, which I was. So hopefully people will start trickling in, and that will help out. And besides, people have busy lives, so it's possible, um, and most likely that people are not able to make the actual live, but they can watch the replay. So I'll make sure I edit out the first part of me sitting here. But yeah, so I want to start out by uh, kind of giving a little disclaimer. Everything I share today is my own personal experience and opinion. I am not a medical professional, a therapist, or a counselor. This is simply my story, what I have lived, what I have felt, and what has helped me. Please always seek professional support for your own mental health journey. So that's important. I hope that I am loud enough for people to hear. Um, that's important that people can hear me because my message is important, and I just really am excited about sharing it with you. Um, so, what is? Let me just get to my information so that I can my outline. Um, so, welcome. Welcome, everyone. I appreciate the time that you take to follow me and follow what I'm up to. And so I really appreciate it. Um, I want to thank the donors who have donated so far for the NAMI Walk, which the NAMI Walk is Saturday, this coming Saturday, May 30th, at the Trenton Thunder ballpark. It starts around 9:30, and the walk itself is going to start at 10. So um, I want to thank the people who have donated, shared, joined my team. I want to thank the kindness team, um, dream team participants. That is myself, Bonnie Williams, my sister Anita, and my friend Amar. So I am very excited that they're able to be a part of it. Amar will be walking. Anita is unable to walk but is raising money. So you can donate to Amar, you can donate to Anita, you can donate to myself. Um, if you can't decide, you can donate to the team. That's okay too. So all of those links are in the description of this video. So um, so I will be talking and thanking the each individual um, donor later in the live. So if you um, are looking to hear your name or somebody you know, definitely stick around. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I am a writer, a dancer, a storyteller, and a motivator. I'm a daughter, sister, auntie, and great auntie, and friend, and all the other titles that I hold, cousin, you name it. So, one of the things that I enjoy and that helps me are affirmations. And one of my favorite affirmations is I am enough, I am loved, I am worthy, I am enough, I am loved, I am worthy, I am enough, I am loved, I am worthy. So just find what you can put into your head, and you know it just helps with with my mood, I should say, because this is something that I do. um I also write. So one of the things that I wrote was sparked by a post that my sister Anita um, posted a while ago, actually. But it was a post about my mom, and it talked about uh, the things that, uh, her recipes and her cooking and food. And that kind of made me think, where did I get my creativity from? And that you may think, well, what's that mean? um, but I did write a poem called The Creative Gene. And I'm going to read that right now. Or actually, my creative gene, not the creative gene, but my creative gene. It came from you. I got it from you. You loved it into me. You needed it. You sewed it. You wrote it into me. The fabric, yarn, and thread lovingly stitched it into me, into my soul. The flour, cinnamon, and apples gave me comfort. The pen and the paper gave me confidence. Thank you. So that kind of puts me at the point of the people who held me when I was going through my difficult times, right? So it starts with my father, Rufus Cephas Williams. Um, he would drive me along the Delaware River. I posted a couple pictures on Facebook and Instagram of our some of our escapades, because we were two peas in a pod. As the youngest, that kind of comes with the territory, right? Um, and even though he would spend time with all of my siblings, and each one at different times, I counted our time as just so precious, right? Um, so that was one of the things. And what's interesting about my dad and what I got, one of the things that I got from him was how he was able to adapt to situations no matter how difficult they were. So I have this writing about my dad. Daddy, you are still giving. You are giving something more than money. Yes, you are giving money, but also pride. You are giving the pride of resilience. You are giving the pride of resistance. When I walk, I think of you. I think of the time that I found you walking. You walked because you needed to. A car was a luxury that you didn't always have. You did not lay down and wait for another luxury. You kept going. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the dogs. The doggedy dogs. So so that was a little bit about my dad. And by the way, when he was alive and he was able to hang out with the dogs, he was very, very attentive. One day we found him laying next to their crate on the floor. And this is my dad, who was in his 80s at the time. So there was that. But anyway, then there's my mom. I read the poem about her. One of the things she did was she took me to a writer's workshop when I was young. I can't even remember. I mean, I was old enough to know what was going on. I was probably a preteen, maybe 12, 13. And we went to this writer's workshop, and I remember an author reading. I don't remember who the author was, or he was answering questions. Um, and but it was impactful for me. And so that was pretty important to me. And my mother always wanted to be a writer. She wanted to write her story. And she had a very interesting story. And she never was able to do that. And I'm definitely going to do what she wasn't able to do, because that wasn't that she didn't have the drive to do it. It just wasn't her time, and I know that it doesn't just come, you have to actually make it happen. So that's what I'm up to. Then there's my brother and sisters, Dawn, Chris, and Anita. And my great nieces and great nephews, and my nieces and nephews, and my friends. But back to my nieces and nephews and my brothers and siblings. And I have a big extended family of cousins and aunts and, second cousins. And it's just so important to me, those people in my life. And I appreciate them all. And um, they may know some of what I've been through, but they may not know everything. So, but this this is only going to be about uh, 30 minutes to an hour, so I can't get everything in, but I can share as much as possible. Um, but lastly, music is something that is important to me and is important to my family. And one of the songs that we uh, sang besides Happy Birthday was Lean on Me by Bill Withers. Um, we would sing it at the top of our lungs, even if we couldn't remember the words. We would do the call me, make sure you do that, call me. um, and laughing the whole time. Uh, and my brother taking the video, and we're like, don't post it. Oh, he didn't post it, but he shared it with the whole family. So you know that's but he's brave, and it helps us be brave too. And that's, I think, important, that when you have family, or if you don't have family and you have friends, that you have people who can pick up something in your life to help you out. And friends are important too. I mean, I got the opportunity to help somebody out. My sister helped out too, and it was just great. So there's that. Um, oh, I forgot to do my fashion show. Let's see if I can show you I can at least show you my shirt. It's a NAMI Walks shirt. And um, I'm wearing striped pants that are my friend Susan, who passed away, her pants. So I don't know if you can see them. Probably not. No, that's okay. Not necessary. But they're comfy and they're cute, and just like she was. Um, so yeah. Let's see. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I found NAMI. Um, it was either before or after I had been in the hospital for a mental health crisis. I didn't get involved in NAMI until I moved to New Jersey. New Jersey isn't the first place I've lived. So it I moved to New Jersey and found NAMI Mercer for Mercer County. It has like Trenton. I live in Hopewell. There's Hamilton. There's Princeton. So there's a bunch of different pieces. Ewing, Lawrenceville. I know I'm missing some, but yeah, so that's the area that I live in. And NAMI Mercer has been like a critical part of my healing, and it helped my family find the resources that they needed to help me as well. I did what was called In Our Own Voice, And I've done the walks for years. I think I started in like 2018, I guess. I'm not sure about that, but I think that's when I started. And for this walk, I created a team called the Kindness Matters Dream Team. I chose Kindness Matters because have a mug, thanks to a friend of mine that I used to work with, Yvette. She gave it to me, and it says Kindness Matters because she knew that kindness, empathy was important to me. So that's great. So I'm going to now name the donors that helped me get to, and I'll drum roll. I can't do it. I only have one hand. Um, um, so so the Kindness Matters Dream Team raised so far $1,641.60, and I have raised of that $1,025.60. So, in no particular order, I am going to read the donors, and they said it was okay that I read them. Janine Baird, Clear Mind Counseling of Princeton, Lucia. Let's see, Michael Weiner, Philip Tom Have, Mary Lou Ferreira, Mary Williams, my cousin, Dawn Williams, my sister, Betty Hedrick, Mary Olson, Kathleen Kassler. Mary and Kathleen are sisters, twins to be exact. Becca Stallings, Deborah Will, Brett Bazzelli, and he actually donated on for Eunoia. I think I said that wrong, but Brett, tell me the right one or pronunciation. But it's EUNOIA, EUNOIA Health Tech Inc. They are building 100 tiny houses in rural Tennessee by July of this year, 2026. So he's dancing. If you ever want to go find EUNOIA on YouTube and then follow them, and you'll see him dance. So, Jay Red, James and Joanne Davis, that's Mary and Kathleen's mother and father, Molly Weichel, Nancy Spargo, and last but not least, Tipple and Rose. That's where I work, and they put me over the $1,000 mark, and I so appreciate them and their donation to help me to be able to tell my story and help other people in the process. Okay. So my call to action for you is to either walk in the NAMIWalk in Mercer County or find one near you, because they are all over the country. That's the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Or donate if you're unable to walk, or share this video. share it for multiple reasons. I mean, share it for, if somebody needs a little pick me up or um, is feeling lonely. I felt lonely before, so I know what it feels like. Um, so, and also if you know somebody who might donate, definitely share this and share the link for the donate button as well. So, um, what keeps me going? So, what keeps me going is writing and journaling. I've been journaling since I probably could write in in a on a piece of paper. Um, Even when I'm not fully able to focus or write well, because that's happened, um, I will write anyway, and then I'll look back and say, I don't know what that was, but I needed to get it down. So um, that's something that's important to note, that sometimes you're not able to do the things that you usually can do. And in those cases, just try. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter if you can't read it, or you know you're too tired and you start going downhill with the writing. Um, it still helps. It still helps. Um, I also like to dance. I love to dance. I took tap, ballet, and jazz when I was in junior high and high school. I think I started in sixth grade, but that would be middle school here. But where I was, it was still elementary school. Um, and I was on the dance team, pom poms, high kicks, and hand routines, jazz hands. So it was fun. Um, let's see. Oh, another thing that's important is rest. And I have this book. It's backwards, but you get the gist. It's called We Will Rest: The Art of Escape. And um, it's by Tricia Hersey. I think I said that wrong, but it's rest as resistance, and she uses the word trickster. I love that. That you're able to escape, and you're able to take care of yourself, and the journey, you know, make it carry only what you have to, which is hard for me because I love my books and they're heavy. So, but in my journey right now, they help me. And I'm able to read or listen to them. That's important too. Um, and I learned the art of books from my parents. Um, and one of the books that they used to read or had, I don't know if they read it, but I'm sure they did, is called The Road Less Traveled by M. Scott Peck. And so would um, uh, they had all sorts of books that I would pick up and put in my bag and carry around and all of that. Um, so one thing I wanted to share with you is it's called Gratitude, that I wrote. Um, and it was to my two great nephews, but now it's to my great nephews and my great nieces. I'm thankful for them because they bring out the child in me, the injured child, the sad child, the child that loved to sing and dance, the sacred, the scared child, the frightened child, the child that stubbornly said, "You cannot make me. I rebel against forces that keep me down, subservient and alone. I can trust again. I can trust intuition. Listen to your heart. You will be legendary." So that was something I wrote a while ago. Let me see when I wrote this. Might not be able to figure it out, but I don't know. I'm not sure when I wrote it, but it was at least 3 years ago. Okay. So in closing, what I do for myself is my affirmations, and they help me keep going. The dancing. I sing too. I hum and sing. That's a big thing. So helps me keep going. So in the description is the link for the NAMI walk. And so it'll take you to either the Kindness Matters Dream Team link or my personal page. If you go to my personal page, you can only donate. If you go to the Kindness Matters Dream Team link, you can join the team. You can donate to not only myself, but to Anita and Amar. And so just try those two things. And if you have any questions, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. So ask questions, ask away. You can go to B4 Good on Instagram, or you can go to my personal page on Facebook. I'm also on LinkedIn, so under my name, Bonnie Williams. So I think that's all. And I did less than an hour, which I think is a good amount of time. And I will be posting this on Facebook at least, and it'll be on YouTube. And then I'll post the link to it on Instagram through my bio, so it'll be there. Thank you. I love you guys. I appreciate you. If I forgot to thank anybody, I please forgive me. Please forgive me. But again, I can never do there we go. See, I also was doing this, which is weird, and it really doesn't look like anything. There we go. See? But yeah, so thank you, and I appreciate you, and have a great evening.